What's up, you guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today, we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Drifter motorcycle. This is from the Batman movie. I found this at my local Target. I do not have the Drifter figure yet, but I will try and find him. Either one, masked or unmasked, so it doesn't really matter, because I will display him with that helmet. You got, DC Multiverse, the Batman, Drifter motorcycle on the side. This is matching the theme of the other Batman figures, where, the name is on the side here. At the bottom, here's your barcode if you want to find it. On the side, it says Drifter motorcycle, the Batman. You have, two pictures on the back. And then we got the other Batman movie figures. I have most of them. And then here's, Drifter motorcycle again. The Batman logo at the top. And nothing much else. So let's get to it and crack this guy open. And before we take a look at the bike, let's take a look at its accessories. It comes with this stand. You do clip this onto the wheels, onto any of the wheels actually. But I really do not like this clip system at all. The tires are rubber, and putting this thing on is pretty simple. You can just, clip it in there like that. Because it can't stand on its own, you can clip it on the front or the back tire. But taking it off is such a difficult process for some reason. Oh, now it's easier. But it was very difficult doing it the first time. But, yeah, you can do, the front or the back. Like so. And, now the bike stands because it doesn't stand on its own. Then there's this helmet. It is this is a first for McFarlane. It's an interchangeable head. This is for your Drifter Bruce Wayne. I do not have that figure. I hope to find it. But when I do find it, I will definitely review it and put this head on it. And then you come with your standard trading card. I'm surprised he's not wearing the helmet in the picture, but it's a cool image of the figure. And on the back, you have a little read-up. If you want to read it, pause it right now. So let's get to it and look at this bike. Now let's take a closer look at the Drifter bike. I gotta say, it looks really cool. I do like the shape of the bike. I do like how it looks. And this is the only point of articulation. It does rotate over here with the handlebars. You have the headlight. I like the little detail of the crack. I do think they should have made it translucent. I don't know. I think it looks weird when it's painted white like that. Like, look at the trading card. I like what they did with the card over here. Because that's clearly, not painted white. I think it would have been cooler to get that here. You got really nice paint detail. You got the silver here, showing some wear and tear. Let's take this off. There. Again, that thing is hard to take off. And then you got real rubber tires too. That's a nice touch, and they do spin, both of them. Again, like the detail on this bike a lot. You got the seat here. You got the fuel tank. Got the handlebars. You see the screws there. Would have been cool if they, patched it up with covered it up with the speedometers. You have, the other side of the bike. Love the silver here. You see the chain. I love that little detail. You get the chain over here. Overall, it's a really good bike, and it feels really, it feels well made. I thought it was going to feel like a cheap plastic, but no, it feels real made, like really well made. And it's got some weight to it too. Like, I thought it was going to be like a cheap plastic, but it has some real weight to it. Got the underbelly. And then, yeah, really good looking bike overall. I do hope to find a Drifter figure. I hate how this thing doesn't come with a kickstand. I really wish it came with a kickstand, because it does not stand on its own. See? And yeah, I really do like the look of this bike. But now let's put some figures on it, shall we? Here's the Drifter motorcycle next to the three Jokers Red Hood. This is like the main reason why I got it, so I can put my Red Hood on it, because I know he rides a motorcycle, even in the comic book. And he's got a biker look going on. So let's see how this guy looks on it. And here's Red Hood on the bike. Oh, his hand fell out of the handlebar. But here he is on the bike. I think he sits on it okay. I mean, he's not really sitting on it. Oh, you get some, Red Hood butt going on over there. But he's not actually on the bike. He's not sitting on it. He's like really just, hovering over it. And he doesn't look up all the way, but that's the figure, not the bike. So, yeah. I mean, he does look alright on it. Not that bad. Like at certain angles, like this, it looks okay. I mean, if you look up, I mean, he does strike a mean wheelie. I think that looks cool. He does strike a mean wheelie. I might just display Red Hood on the bike because I think he looks really cool in it. But I do have other figures I want to try out. So let's get on to the next one. And here is the Marvel Legends Black Widow from Infinity War. And I know she rides a motorcycle, and she's ridden one in the MCU. I know she's driven one in Age of Ultron, and I believe she drove one in the Black Widow movie. I don't remember, but let's put her on the bike. And here's Black Widow on the bike. She kind of fits on it very awkwardly. I couldn't get her, like, any of her legs to get on the not the kickstand, but you know what I mean. These things where you put the foot. But yeah, as you can see, her body's like very curved. I don't think she's living after that. But from the front, it doesn't look that bad. Just on the side, it looks super awkward. I mean, yeah, from the front, if you're doing like a front shot like this, it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't look that bad. But from the side, it looks kind of awkward. So, next figure. And then here he is, next to the Marvel Legends Wolverine. I believe this is the 80 years version. But yeah, this Wolverine did come with his own bike. It was blue. It was very similar to this, but cheaply made. But yeah, let's get this guy on the bike. And here's Wolverine on the bike. He does sit a little awkwardly still. I bet all these Marvel Legends do. But I think he does, sit more natural than Black Widow. And, all the other figures I tried out so far. But I do like how it looks from the front. I really think he's not looking up all the way. I mean, his head is kind of just resting on the ball peg because his head does tend to pop off. But it does look like he's like really, riding at like high speeds. He's like chasing down. I think it looks cool. From the side, it doesn't look as bad. Again, none of these figures are really sitting on the bike. I wonder if it's different. If it's different with the Drifter Bruce Wayne. But yeah, I think this looks cool. And here's the Marvel Legends Retro Punisher on the bike. I think he looks okay. Again, from the front, it looks really good. The side, I actually had a lot of an easier time getting him on the bike, which is surprisingly because sometimes these arms don't really want to go in all the way. But I think he looks pretty cool. I mean, you don't really see him in this outfit that much on a motorcycle. I know you usually see him in like a tank top or something. But it still works. He still rides a motorcycle sometimes, so it still works. I like it. And here's the bike next to a few T-800 figures. And I gotta say, they look pretty well next to him. They look pretty nice next to the bike. But getting them on it, it's a different story, so let's see how they look. And here's the T-800 from Terminator Genesis on the bike. That looks okay, I guess. I mean, he does kind of sit on there awkwardly. This is an older NECA figure, by the way, so... again, I haven't gotten a NECA figure in years. This might be like one of my latest ones that I got years ago. But, I don't know, he looks alright, I guess. I mean, it's not that terrible, but it's still pretty weird. And it just does not work with the Terminator 2 T800 from NECA. He just does not want to sit on it right. And his other hand does not want to hold on to the, wheel. And plus he can't reach it. I can't get it to get in there. I think he looks good next to it. I mean, that's something. But other than that, like, I can't get this guy to sit on the bike right. But he does look good next to it. I will admit that he looks good next to it. And here's Red Hood popping a wheelie on the bike. And I gotta say, I mean, Red Hood, I think, looks the best on the bike so far. Again, I do still need to get the Drifter Bruce Wayne. But, yeah, it's a pretty good bike. I do like the look of it overall. I love the feel of it. I just think I don't know how to say this, but the execution of, putting a figure on it could have been better if, I don't know. Just the figures, like all the figures I tried out, they sit on it very awkwardly. They don't even sit down all the way. Their butts up a little bit. I mean, I know that is kind of like how motorcycle riders, ride their bike. But, like, it would have been nice to see, them casually ride it, sitting down, not leaning forward all the way. I know that's how Bruce rode the motorcycle in the movie, but it would have just been nice for them to do that. I think the problem is that the handlebars are too in front and too low. I think they should have been a little higher, kind of like a chopper, but this isn't a chopper, so I don't know. I'm just kind of droning off with that, but it's a cool bike. I do like it, and I will be displaying my Red Hood like this on the bike. I don't know if I will display him on the bike doing a wheelie, but he will be on the bike nonetheless. I do wish it came with its own kickstand. I do not like this big stand that it comes with. Because, I don't know, I think it damages the rubber tires a little bit. Because I've, trying to pull it off was really difficult at some times. I know the Batcycle is going to come with a very similar stand, but it's very different, I believe. I'm still trying to find that Batcycle too, so hopefully that one does a little better. Surprisingly, no movie figures, no movie comparisons with this bike. It's because I don't know, the figures I have right now just don't go on it. I know I'm kind of just droning off right now. It's a cool bike. I do like the bike. I do like the paint apps. I do like the sculpt. I like the feel of it because, again, I did think it was going to be very cheap and, feel fragile a little bit. But no, it feels like a really well-made bike. I do like how it feels. I do like, it's got some weight to it, which is good. I do like how it has a little weight to it. So, that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I enjoyed the bike. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.